So last time you guys fought a bunch of gricks in the sewer, and you cleared out the sewer, found a found a few little interesting things, but you went and got your reward, and you forgot you guys all smelled bad, so you got embarrassed, and but you have since cleaned yourselves up, and you've gone to the morgue. And in the morgue, Icy was able to identify two puncture marks on the neck of the victim. And that's about where we left off. So you guys are in the room with the coroner, and Icy has just showed you guys the bite marks.
Okay, and then I'm wondering now that I said that there was a lot of blood missing from the body.
Yeah.
All right, so my question is, could that have been? Do we know if that could have been from a vampire?
Roll a history check to see if you know much about vampires. I
Okay,
think
Do that.
Harvick would be the only one who can do this role.
okay, and this is a what?
History?
History.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 + 4, 10.
Okay. That's an average roll. So you're aware that vampires exist. Um, you haven't studied them yourself, but you've heard that they haven't been seen for hundreds of years. You haven't. None have been reported. They're not a common thing. A common kind of creature. You know that they're undead, and you know that they have various supernatural powers, and also some. You've heard that they have some unique weaknesses, but you're not sure about the details.
Okay.
You also know that you should probably be able to find some information about them if you go to the House of Knowledge or the Hall of Justice.
Okay,
You can.
that's right. Yep. That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna ask Rokas to. Actually, I don't have to ask Rokas, but how deep are the puncture marks?
Icy was the one who found them. It seems that like the flesh that was cut off, um, like cut away most of the puncture part. So what is left over is quite shallow, just why it was hard to find. But it's in. It seemed to be into the artery,
Okay,
but
and
pierced into the artery.
right.
Can I
Oh,
get an accurate distance between the two puncture marks?
It's
I think I
2
said,
inches.
yeah, 2 inches basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
I wanted
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah,
I
what are
wanted
you
to get
thinking?
what I wanted to do is to get a like a measurement on it, just for it to be particularly accurate. So if I find something that matches with it, then I'll know that it's
Okay. Do you want to? You guys can make a mark, a piece on a piece of paper or something to
Yeah,
measure it out
same
and
way we
take
did
it
the
with
other
you.
one.
how
And we
about
can also get a good idea of the depth simply by, we can figure out where, before it was cut open, we can still figure out where how deep it was.
well, approximately, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe you can make a drawing or tracing of it the same way we did for the badge. You
Okay,
can
so
carry it around, so we can carry it around and compare if we need to.
the
Okay.
coroner helps you with doing that, and he gives you a piece of paper that's basically will act as a ruler for that.
Yeah.
Um, so you have something with the exact size now.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
and an approximate depth.
the depth, yeah,
Yeah, we'll just.
you have an idea of how deep it is. I can't tell you exactly in numbers, but your
The
characters know.
vein.
Your characters know.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was deep enough to get into the vein.
Yeah,
artery. He said.
yeah,
Artery, yeah.
artery. Yeah,
Yeah, artery's way deeper than the vein.
yeah. It
Okay.
was so. Yeah, it was that deep.
Okay.
Anything else you want
Oh,
to do in the morgue?
I'd like to go out and just give me a description of the graveyard that the morgue's in.
Okay. So the morgue building is actually in the poorer section, the paupers graveyard.
Right.
Um, the tombstones are still there, but all the bodies have been exhumed and cremated and stuff. Um,
Okay.
so uh, that was after the undead attack that happened before. So most the graves that are there are just left over from the old days. So
Okay.
most of them are quite old. Um, that would be at least there's none that are newer than like 50 years old or 60 years old.
Okay. And then I'm
And the
look.
stones here are very plain and just have the person's name and the years they were alive.
Okay.
Some of them
Sounds good.
some of them just have names. Some of them seem to be blank.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say to Rokas, come over here. I'd like to look into the main graveyard over the fence.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys have left the morgue. So Chadley
Right.
had said goodbye to you guys. You want to go to the main graveyard?
I don't want to. I just want to look over the fence.
It's actually a high wall that they built because of the undead attack.
Ah.
So the area around is not quite as high as the outside wall, but it's quite high. It's like 20 feet, I think.
We can't see into the main graveyard.
Yeah, there's a gate there though.
Okay. Open the gate and look into the main graveyard.
Yeah, so these two are connected. Not to they don't connect to the living districts. So this one's not guarded. So you're able to go
Okay.
through this gate without seeing anyone, and you go into the main graveyard. There are some more buildings, and then the graves are a lot more ornamental over here. There's a few like tombs and things for families. They seem to be like underground buildings and
Mausoleums
stuff.
such.
Yeah, mausoleums and things like that.
Okay, and there aren't any other people around, right?
You don't see anybody when you go in.
Okay, so I'm going to tell Pookie then that while Richie or Rokas rather is looking around to very quietly without Rokas seeing put the malachite jewel in Acey's hand.
In Icy's hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I see you get a big slobbery mouth uh, on your hand, and then it plops out a gem into your palm with a bunch of
Oh.
slavery, slimy saliva.
Dog spit.
Wipe it off on my cape, and I'm going to put it in one of my hidden pockets, and I'm going to pat Pookie and say, "What a good doggy." Yes, Pookie, you're a good boy.
Yeah, Pookie can't. Pookie can only talk to Harvick, but he makes
I
noises
know, but I can.
for you.
That's the way I would talk to a dog.
He can wag his tail.
I'm just saying he can't really respond. That's all.
That's okay. I'm going to praise him.
Yeah.
Good boy.
I'll tell Pookie to wag his tail and act like he likes her.
Okay.
Okay.
Pookie likes her, whether you told him to or not.
Good. Good dog.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
and
anything else you want to check out?
what are the buildings there?
Well, there's some sort of building up on the hill where you met with.
Yeah, there's
Neverwinter.
a church in the Pauper's Graveyard. In this one, there are some. I guess they're like what is that? A lot of them are like utility buildings, and then there's stuff that's like for preparing the bodies of the richer people.
Okay.
But they're all they haven't been used for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now what time is it? Time of day? Is it pretty late afternoon now?
It's pretty. Oh, you had your dinner already, so before you came to the morgue, so it's well into the evening.
Okay, so I'm gonna suggest to the my compatriots that we go to the bar. Is it the Bard's Tale?
Yes.
Yeah, the Bard's Tale.
Okay.
And on our way, I'd like to stop by the guardhouse real quick.
The Neverwinter guard station?
Yeah, which is on our way.
Yeah. Okay, so you head back out of the Pauper's Graveyard, and the guards lock up behind you. And you head over to the Neverwinter guard station, which, yes, is on the way.
Okay.
You've been here before, so the guard recognizes you. Says, "How may I help you, Lord Harvick?"
Would you please tell Harold to meet me at the Driftwood Tavern tomorrow morning?
Harold. I think
He's
that was
the
your
one
assistant.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen him. But yeah, we can pass the message along. I guess he's probably at the Hall of Justice.
Thank you very much. And now we can proceed to the Bard's Tale.
Okay. And then when you enter the Bard's Tale, it's actually you can hear from outside that it's a bit more raucous than usual.
Outside or inside?
You can hear like cheerful shouting from outside.
Okay.
But they're inside.
Okay.
So as you enter in, you see right away that there's a really, really big person sitting at the table you guys usually sit at.
Is there room for us to sit there too?
He has some friends around him, it seems, but there's still there's still enough room, yeah, on one side. So from behind you can see he's sitting down in a chair, but he looks like most other people when they are standing up. So
Right.
you see he's got let's see. He's
Is he
got
human?
like very white skin. From the back you can't really tell if he's human. But he looks like he's got very white skin, like the color white, and his head is shaved, and he's got tattoos all over the back of his head. He seems to be wearing some leather armor, and he's laughing and uh, shouting. And on the stage is the half elf bard who you guys met before, and she's in the middle of a song, the song about Zeraphim again.
Same song?
Same song, yeah.
Okay.
And he's like enjoying the song and kind of shouting along with it. And there's a lot of people in there drinking, and it seems pretty lively today, more than usual. Okay, so as you come in, let's see. The barmaid Sheila comes over again, says, "Oh, hello, my you've got. I see you guys have freshened up."
Yes, we needed
I'm sorry
to.
about that.
Well, I'm sorry. Your usual table has we have a guest there. I could introduce you if you'd like, but if you wouldn't, I could find another table for you.
What do you think, Icy?
Somebody, I'm tired of these two always arguing.
What do you want to do, Icy?
Join these people, and maybe you
Okay.
two won't argue all evening, and I can hear different information.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys want to go to your usual table?
Yes, please.
All right. So as you approach around, you can see everybody do a history check to see if you know this type of person.
I rolled 18.
Total of 19. 16 plus 3.
5 plus 4, 9.
Okay, Harbeck doesn't know. Okay, hold on.
And she was, and the barmaid was going to do introductions.
Yeah. I was gonna send you an official art picture of this race.
Okay.
So this isn't specifically what this guy looks like exactly. This is just the art from the book. But he does look similar to this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so Rokus and Icy, you know this guy his race is called a Goliath. They're from the mountains up north. Who had an 18?
Me.
Okay,
Rokus.
so you know a little bit about their culture. They're very competitive. They only care about strength, basically. They don't care if you're a man or a woman or what, as long as you're strong. And their leaders are always whoever's the strongest in the clan. They don't follow succession law or anything like that in their tribes. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, Harbeck thinks this guy's really, really big. And he's not sure anything about him. Okay, so as you go around the table, the bard is finishing up her song, and you hear this Goliath guy say, "You'll have to add a bit to that song after I'm done with Zeraphim."
With who?
Who are you guys? Come
Oh.
sit. Drinks are on me.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Now, who are you gonna deal with?
I've got a rumor that Zeraphim's on his way to Neverwinter.
Really? How do you get a
I'm gonna
rumor like?
challenge him to a duel.
Did you get a rule? How did you get an idea of that? Where did the rumor come from?
Well, apparently there was a trader came in past a group of the Aglaron Trading Company. They've got a caravan coming into the city,
Yeah.
and this guy was able to get, he's going faster than them, got into the city a day ahead of them.
Ah.
Hopefully they'll be
So,
here tomorrow.
Why would this guy want to duel you?
Why wouldn't he? I am Uthal, Skull Crusher, Anakalathai.
you're a what?
Uthal, Skull Crusher, Anakalathai.
What's Alakalify mean?
That is my clan name.
Ah.
You should arm wrestle him far back.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, it's just for fun. You guys like to do strength tests?
Sure, I like to do that, but my claim to fame is dueling. I'm undefeated, 20 duels.
Dueling, you don't do in bar taverns. I was just for funsies thought you might want to do something like an arm wrestle.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you're
don't feel like
challenging me?
I don't. Just for fun,
Sure.
just to see who's strongest. I mean, no bets, and whoever wins or loses doesn't have to do anything. It's just for fun.
That's fine with me. He puts
You
out
could do
his
it.
gigantic arm on the table. It's about as big as your upper body.
Okay, so I'll have to get something to put my elbow on, so our arms come to.
Yeah, you gotta
our
like climb
fists
up
get to
on
the
top
same.
of your chair to get
Right.
up.
Okay, so I do a strength check or an athletics check rather.
Well, as you stand up, you see he's about 7'6".
Yeah.
He's was like 230 centimeters, something like that.
Right.
And yeah, he's cracking his knuckles, and he's stretching, and he says, "All right, you want to do arm wrestle?"
Yeah.
All right, hold on here. Let me get up my stats here. So we will do athletics check. He got a 26.
Shit. 1 + 8, 9.
He slams your hand down onto the table instantly.
Thanks, Rokas.
Oh, to see
Wow,
how
you're
strong he was.
Wow, you're really strong. I'm impressed.
Of course. I am Skull Crusher.
You must be. I'm very impressed.
Do you want to know of why I have the name Skull Crusher?
Yeah, tell us about yourself. You're a very interesting person.
There was one person who challenged me to a duel, and he broke the rules of the duel.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's bad.
Well, I crushed his skull.
How did he break the rule?
He used magic.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not fair.
that's not fair. That's right. Unless it's a magic duel.
Nope, no magic for me.
Yeah. He deserved to have his skull crushed then.
That's right. So he like downs his drink and he's banging on the table. Bring me another.
Now, are you going? Now it's our turn to buy the round.
Oh, if you would
after
like.
all- Oh, very much so. After losing like that, I feel like I should do something, and you bought me a round, so certainly we'll buy you a round. And a round is how much?
A drink is I forgot. Let me look. 5 CP.
Okay, five what?
5 copper.
5 copper. So, okay, so it's
He's got.
Us three,
Yeah.
him,
Are
and
you gonna buy
how
for
many?
his friends?
Oh, sure. How many of his friends?
There's 3 people with him.
Okay, so that's 8 people total.
Sure.
Okay, so 5 times 8.
What kind of people are with him?
Introduce
They're
ourselves.
humans. There's 2 women on either side of him who are looking gaga eyes at him, and there's a male human on the other side.
What sort of male human?
You mean what does he look like, or what?
Yeah, yeah. Is he a warrior? Is he a thief?
Can't really tell. He's dressed in pretty regular looking clothes. Nothing to give him away for what his job is or anything.
No arms or armor.
Um, Not on him. Yeah, and the Goliath guy, Uthal, he doesn't have his seem to have his weapons on him right now.
Okay.
Tail tonight, other than the beer.
What's that?
What brings you here to the Bard's Tale other than the beer?
Oh, Uthal just says, I just came to celebrate the impending victory.
So you're gonna challenge him just because you want to challenge him. You have no animosity toward him.
That's right. He's the most famous duelist in the world, as far as I know. They say he's won 80 duels.
Okay. Is this going to be a duel to the death?
Well, it might be.
It doesn't have to be.
Usually, our rules are you can yield, you can be disarmed, or killed.
Okay. If you're disarmed, do you automatically lose, or
That's right.
okay?
Yeah, so if someone were to yield or be disarmed, they would not have to be killed.
Right.
But often
Would
it does end in death.
Wouldn't it be typical that an opponent would be unconscious prior to death?
Yeah, that's true. If the opponent goes unconscious, it's kind of up to the other duelist what they want to do. They can let them go or finish them off.
How about if he has seconds who would object to you finishing him off?
Well, we usually make sure of those things before the duel starts.
Okay.
And there should be a witness, of course. But with
Who
me,
would want-
there's never a problem of finding witnesses.
Do you ever hire yourself out for different adventures?
Not really. But I have found myself on some adventures. I usually do things for my clan.
You know, Lord Harbeck here, you just arm wrestled with, sent the dragon from where was that? Thunder Tree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he sent the green dragon from Thunder Tree off in terror.
Oh? You guys have battled a dragon?
Successfully, yes.
That's impressive. I've never fought a dragon. Sounds fun.
They can be dangerous.
What kind of dragon was it?
was a green dragon.
How old?
I think it was young
Pretty young. It's
young
pretty young.
adult.
Mm.
Not
I've heard
not
the most dangerous
colossal.
are the ancient ones.
Yes. Well, we hadn't encountered an ancient one, so the one we did get was pretty big.
Today, in here in Neverwinter, we killed the bricks that were down in the sewer terrorizing people.
Grix. Oh,
We
I know about
we
Grix. We have those
we
up in the mountains.
we killed a Grick Alpha
Hmm.
and 4 of his clan.
Yeah. I killed a Grick Alpha when I was 10 years old.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
How about cave trolls?
Cave trolls. I haven't dealt with a troll.
Yeah, we did one of them in along with a bunch of bugbears and orcs. And an owlbear too.
Oh. He shows you he has like a bunch of owlbear claws on a necklace.
So do I.
Oh.
I also have orc teeth and with the troll tusks together on this necklace.
Hmm.
Is that a troll or an ogre?
That was the ogre actually, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forgot to. It was an ogre.
Ogre.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say my note. Okay, good.
He says,
So we've been doing some
you got orc
adventuring
teeth.
too.
That's a bit weird.
What's weird about that?
Well, I've known some orcs who are good people.
Oh. Well, we even have a goblin friend, so I guess you can have good ones.
Yeah.
And we traveled with a half orc.
Mm. Also, Rokus, in your backstory, you're friends with an orc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know some good ones. I forgot. Too much beer.
Okay, so he's drunk his beer and he's asking for another. How about you guys?
Sure.
I'll pass.
All right.
We'll see if
He
Icy can
says
drink him
he
under the
sees
table.
he sees you're not ordering another one after finishing. He says, "You want? I'll buy you another one, there, dwarf."
Um, how well do paladins hold beer?
Dwarves are good because they have resistance to poison.
Okay,
Um,
so how many beers can a paladin drink before he's going to start to be impaired?
uh,
Case 2.
you've had how many? You've had one so
Especially if it's
far only.
snake dog.
I've had 2 so far.
Okay. Oh, we'll say you won't have to make a check until you can have one more without having to take a Constitution check.
Okay, then I will say, okay, I will have one more, but that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so he'll buy you
And
it. He'll buy it for you.
Right.
and I'm gonna get in on it. I'm gonna try using my my funnel to secret away my ale.
Okay. So we had you do a Dex check and a performance check. So do both of those.
Which is
Area
Sleight of hand
performance.
and
okay. Sleight of hand is +4.
yeah. So roll your d20 for that.
Okay, I got it. Then total on that would be 19.
And that was the dexterity, right? The sleight of hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that goes over fine again. Just like last time, you're deftly able to pour it into your funnel thing. Now to pretend you're actually drinking it.
Oh.
Performance.
Performance is a -1, so its total would be 17.
That's enough. You actually did a good job this time. It looks like you're drinking it.
Okay.
And you didn't pour it on yourself.
So I'm gonna keep doing that, and see how many beers it takes before this guy gets drunk.
He's a big boy. All right. So anything else you want to talk to him as the night goes on?
I see. Oh, I see.
Oh, she passed out.
You must have passed out.
Oh, there she is. I see you there.
Here.
Okay.
How long are you planning on being in Neverwinter?
Uthal, he says, well, I was just around to look for more competition and lucked out that the biggest competition there is coming in. So after I win, I guess I'll head back home to let everybody know of my victory as the #1 duelist in the world.
When do you think he'll get here?
Hopefully tomorrow.
Said tomorrow. Said tomorrow. Yeah.
You guys want to come watch?
What time is it? Did you have any time in mind, or any place in mind?
I'm gonna go wait at the south gate here in the Protector's Enclave.
Can you duel in the city, or do you have to duel outside?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You don't know what time he's going to arrive?
No idea, but I'm fine. I'll entertain people while we're waiting. Maybe somebody will come challenge me.
Be me, that's for sure.
How long is my performance and such good for doing this drinking thing?
I think you've done it for the evening, unless you're gonna do something different with it.
No, I was just gonna see if I could get him drunk enough that he would be at a disadvantage if we had a friendly duel.
Okay.
No friendly duels.
Like an unarmed duel.
Okay. So it gets to the evening. He keeps drinking. Anything else before we see how drunk he gets? Anybody else want to ask him anything or do anything else?
We were thinking of going to the Big Tap to have a drink or two. There's an interesting crowd there that you might be interested in.
Oh? There's a lot of fights over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and Rokus could.
Is the ale good?
Very good, and it's a little bit cheaper too.
Very good. That's a lie. So you can do a deception check on that one.
Oh, I think the beer is cheaper at the Big Tap.
It's cheaper, but it sucks.
Oh.
Unless you want to just resend that and tell them it's not very good.
By the time we've had this much to drink, it would taste fine.
Those are much better over there.
All right. Well, he'll just kind of laugh that off. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we'll take off over to the big top.
Oh, you're gonna go there?
Sure, we want to go see what's going on there.
Okay.
He's new. He's new to the town. We'll show him around.
All right. So, Rokus, are you planning to go with Icy to the Freeland district?
Sure.
Okay, Harbeck, how about you?
No, no, I'm gonna go back to the Dragons or whatever it is, the Driftwood Tavern.
All right. So as you guys are saying goodbye and stuff, he says, "Well, if you come over tomorrow morning, afternoon, down to the South Gate, you'll have a chance to see a piece of history."
What's the tab?
For the he paid
Oh,
for your things already.
Okay, so I don't have to add any more coppers onto what we've for this drinking bout we've done.
You said you stopped it, so yeah.
I stopped, but what about Icy? Icy and Rokus don't have
It
much
sounds
money. I'm
like
gonna
they. It sounds. I was gonna say it's gonna. They drank for longer, but Icy's cutting it short and going to the Freeland district, so I think it's okay.
Okay.
He
Can
covered
we
them.
meet tomorrow to get our money from our portion of the reward money tomorrow?
I didn't really get what you said there.
And can we meet tomorrow to get our portion of the reward from killing the Gricks in the sewer today?
I gave you the the money
He put all the money in the bank already.
money's in the bank, but Rokus has the money that you found down in the sewer. But that's all you guys have.
Yeah, I've got enough for a night out.
But I'm
I've got
just asking when we can get our portion of the reward, and where we can meet tomorrow and at what time.
Well, you guys are going to be out all night, so you're probably not going to be able to do anything till about noon, the way you guys carouse. So I'll meet you at the Bard's Tail at noon. Maybe you'll be up by then.
Okay. Good. Okay. Have a good night, Harbeck.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
All right. So Harvick goes back to the Driftwood Tavern, and Rokus and Icy head into the Freeland district. Okay, so you're
With
able.
our
Yeah.
buddy Skull Crusher.
No, he. Well, did you want to try to convince him to come with you guys?
I thought that's what Icy had done.
Excuse me? Out of game, I was trying to get Rokus and Harbeck to argue about the money.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was expecting too.
Oh, well, you always complain about us fighting and arguing, so I was being good.
You didn't read. You didn't get my email, did you?
Yeah, Yahoo.
Okay,
I was
Smelly
trying
dwarf.
to set you up to have an argument.
You better come back tomorrow, because you got our money, you cheapskate. I risked my life for reward.
That money is for our equipment, not for you to go out and get drunk.
I don't need 300 gold to get drunk.
Yeah, I gave you the money from the sewer. What more do you want?
You've got like 500 gold already before this. Now you got 300 more. And
Safe in the bank for stuff we need.
How about?
Yeah, you're
how
the
about,
one that you want all
how
those
about
fancy.
fair?
You wanted all the fancy armor and boots and stuff like that. That's what we're saving it
The
up
boots-
for. That stuff's
The
expensive.
boots were for you, you smelly, noisy.
Yeah, for us, for the group, not for you to go out and carouse.
But the boots were for you, not for me. I'm not the one that can't sneak up on a dead person.
Look, the whole idea is that we got this money as a group. We spend this money as a group.
Wow.
I
Oh,
gave you your little fun money, so shut up.
You didn't give me it. I had to kill people to get it.
also puts his hands on your shoulders. So you guys are having this argument as you're leaving the tavern. You're like near the door, and he stood up to say goodbye to you guys, and he sees you guys started arguing. He put
Yeah.
his hand on your shoulders. He says, "I think you guys should settle this with a fight."
Yeah.
See, whoever is stronger, that's the one who's right.
Okay, you want to do an arm wrestle, Brocus?
Yeah, but you'll have to give me some money.
You can beat me. I'll give you some money. If you if you lose, then you have to apologize for being your little snotty self.
Otho goes over to another table and just pulls it, like they've got all their drinks on it, and he just like pulls it over in front of the door for you guys to arm wrestle. But because he bought everyone's drinks in the whole bar, nobody's complaining. So
I wouldn't complain otherwise anyway.
yeah. Oh, that's true too. So he pulls the table over out in the middle of this area for you guys. He says, "All right, let's see this arm wrestling."
So we do athletics?
Yeah, athletics competition.
Okay. I got a 15. 11 plus 4.
Shit. 9.
Ah,
All right, Rokus, you're able to overcome Harvick. Uso's like, "Oh, haha."
Okay. I'll give you the money in the morning.
No wonder. In the morning. God.
Hi, hey,
I
Elf.
have to go out and get it.
Elf,
See you in the morning. The bank's closed.
me next, Elf.
Okay.
Come here. He wraps his giant hand around yours. 23.
He beat me.
Your hand goes smashing into the table. It does not feel good.
Yeah.
Let's get over to the big tap and have our last hurrah.
Alright, so do you want to... Icy, did you want to convince him to come with you?
Sure.
Because he's having fun where he is. So you'll have you do a persuasion check.
15 plus 1 is 18.
18? Alright.
Yeah. Come on, we'll show you another place. It's
Hold
kind
on.
of a dive, but the price is all right.
Let's see what he rolls. Okay. You convinced him.
Okay.
Says, alright, sure. I feel like getting a bit rowdy. I don't want to mess this place up. It's kind of a nice place. I don't think they'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fit in better at the big tap.
And if
Alright,
you're staying the night here, you want to be able to stay the night here.
that's true. Alright, let's go.
And I'm going to toss a silver to the bard girl.
Okay.
Are you keeping track of the money you have?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys start walking over. Everyone's looking at you guys because you have this Goliath with you. It's like a giraffe walking with some horses.
Yeah.
Did his friends come with us too?
Um, yeah, the two girls and the guy come with you guys.
So we got a troop.
Yeah.
Already waiting to happen. Okay, and then we get to the big tap.
Anything
Yeah.
in
Anything
between
on the
that?
way you want to do?
Say hi to the guard, Gordon or whatever his name was.
I don't think it was Gordon.
Let me look.
It's
See if
Jake.
it's,
Jake is there at night. You see
Okay.
Jake? Yeah, he says hello. And
Hey, Jake.
Look, his mouth is kind of he's looking slack jawed at Uthal there. All right, let's see. You get over to the big tap, and the bouncer Goro is there, and he's like, I don't know if I get paid enough to deal with this guy.
He's with us. We'll
Approach him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you Neil's in there.
Awesome. Which one is Neil?
All right, I'll show you. So you go in, and Uthal goes to get drinks. And you hear him shouting, "Drinks are on me, everybody!" And he's buying everybody in the place around. And Goro leads you over to a table and shakes this guy who's got his head on the table. And he says, "Hey, Neil, these guys wanted to talk to you." So you see Neil groggily look up at you guys.
Good evening, Neil.
Uh,
We heard you were the person who had identified Will's body.
yeah.
Do you know anything about that? Who he'd been hanging out with or what he'd been up to before he died?
Alright, hold on. So Neil has another drink of ale, and he starts to tell you. Says, yeah. So Will was trying to set up shop in the Scar as a cobbler, but he wasn't getting much business. And then the night that he was killed, he was in here. He was talking about he wanted to turn to become a criminal, to be a thief. And he said he thought he could sell things at the pawn shop, steal things and sell them at the pawn shop. I was trying to get him to shut up, but he kept shouting about it. And then he wouldn't listen to me, and I got pissed off, and I went off home back to my tent early. And then next day I found out he was dead.
How'd you find out he was dead?
The guards were asking around for people to identify someone who was killed, and it sounded like Will. So I went to take a look.
Did you see the wounds that on the body?
Yeah.
Was his neck damaged?
So Will is the one you guys already saw, so that's the one you guys just looked at today.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
he
sorry.
describes it the same as what you saw.
Okay.
Yeah. So no new information there.
So who had he been hanging out with that night?
just with. Neil says he was just with him.
Who else was in the bar?
I don't really remember. It was pretty crowded though.
What was that? Do you know the cat
Cat?
person that?
The Tabaxi?
Yeah. Do you remember?
I don't think they were. I don't think she was here at that time.
Okay.
The priest here, Carl.
Carl? I don't think he was in, but I think I saw him outside.
Okay.
I think that's who he is. At least there's a priest who comes in here sometimes, but usually patrols around this area.
Have you heard any rumors about the death? Your buddy's death?
I heard it was the Church of Tyr did it.
Well, we think somebody wants you to think that.
I don't know. They're pretty high and mighty. Always telling everybody what to do.
Yeah, Harbeck's got some of that going too.
Harbeck was asked to do some investigation, and sometimes we work with him to get the reward.
He's in
which
for
is becoming quite trying because Rokas and Harbeck are always arguing and fighting about everything.
Wow.
That's why I've got a bit of a drinking problem.
Oh,
Harbeck.
well,
Harbeck
me too.
Harbeck wants all the money. That's what Harbeck wants.
Is he, he's one of those types, huh?
Yep. He's always after the money.
Well, so are we, but we never seem to get it. Is he rich?
If you find out any information,
he is now after he took all our money.
What's that, ma'am?
Well, we can give you a few coppers if you hear any information and pass it on to Droop and Coop. They're friends of ours. We stop by and visit with them usually every day.
Oh, those are the guys. Aren't they the cobblers?
Yes, they are. They do a great job.
Neil hated them. I mean, Will hated them.
I know, but they're friends of ours. So, if you have any information, would you leave it with them, and we'll give you a few coppers.
I guess so.
Okay, then. Let's go join our friend Uthal.
Uthal?
Uthal. Am I saying it right?
Uthal.
Uthal.
Ooh.
It's pronounced Uthal.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, like that. All right, hold on.
The rat pack in there?
Say that again?
Is the rat pack in there?
You don't notice them.
You sit over in the
You
dark
don't notice
area.
the guys that you saw before. Okay, so as you walk across the room, you see Uthal's found a table in the middle of the place, and he's drinking somewhere. You guys wanted to go to the corner? Or do you want to go with him? In the middle?
Sit with him.
Alright.
We'll hang out with Uthal.
Alright, he's just drinking and talking about his past exploits and stuff. And there's a group of people have gathered around to listen.
And so Uthal, did you tell him about your duel tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. History in the making tomorrow, everybody.
So is the whole all of Neverwinter going to be in attendance?
I don't know if all of Neverwinter, but I've been telling people about it.
Well, if it's going to be history, ought to be lots of people to witness it.
Well, if you go tell all your friends, then eventually everybody will show up.
Yeah.
My beer here, and I'm getting a little tired. I think I might head back to the Bard's Tale, so that I'm in good enough shape to watch this duel.
All right.
So I'll say good night.
Okay. I'm gonna stay there tonight too, so I'll head on back later.
Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave, and once I'm outside, I'm gonna walk behind some bushes and turn into a mastiff.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna wait outside for Rokus.
Okay. So, Ruckus, you gonna head out? Or what?
I'm going to pretend to drink more beer and hang out.
Okay, I'll let you use your previous roll. So you're still doing it successfully.
Yeah.
Can I, and out of game, Rokus, start complaining about Harbeck.
Well, I'll continue to complain about Harbeck as I get drunker, supposedly.
And, okay, Uthal's drinking with you.
Can I go back in as the mastiff?
Yeah, I think Goro looks at you as you come in, kind of confused, but he doesn't try to stop you from coming in, since it's not a very fancy establishment. So
I'm gonna go over to Rokus, and I'm gonna nudge his leg with my nose, and he's gonna reach down to pat me, and I'm gonna put the gem in his hand.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back outside.
So now you have the gem. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to do that earlier and forgot.
That's fine. Cool. So Ruckus, you got this gem now.
Okay.
And then you went back outside, I see?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too noisy in there.
Yeah, and Ruckus, you're not sure if that was Icy or not.
I wouldn't know.
Not right away, unless she wants to let you know that.
I'd seen her as a mastiff before, hadn't I?
No, that's her first time to turn into a mastiff.
Oh, okay. But I knew it wasn't Pookie Jones.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Pookie Jones. So you think that's pretty weird. But I guess you kind of you knew about this plan, so you probably assume it's her.
I didn't know about this plan.
Well, you knew about Harvick said you will eventually find his gym, right?
Okay.
That was what you were told.
Yeah. Didn't know the plan.
Yeah.
I think I would have an idea of what that was all about.
Yeah.
That would have to be Icy.
You don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I suspect it.
You suspect, but don't know for sure.
Okay.
Okay, but you have the gym. All right, and you're complaining. Uthal doesn't seem to really like listening to complaining.
Well,
so
what I'm telling to Uthal is that that loudmouth dwarf, I beat him arm wrestling.
Yeah, you did. I saw it.
he's very weak and worthless, but he's the one that tries to run everything.
Well, you gotta
Weak
assert
weakling
yourself.
weakling shouldn't be in charge.
That's true. I agree with that, and I don't agree with this whole idea of nobility either.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So we'll drink some more.
You know what? Probably one day, maybe I'll be the king of the city.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because you're the strongest.
Mmm. Alright, so how long are you planning to drink with him?
Was there anybody else in this bar that wants to arm wrestle?
With you?
Yeah.
You want to shout out that you want to arm wrestle people?
Yeah.
Alright. Someone shows
Uthal
up.
here. If they have to beat me before they get a chance to arm wrestle Uthal.
Uthal thinks that's funny. He said, alright, I'll watch. So a big guy comes over. He's got tattoos and stuff. Looks pretty tough. He's gonna try to arm wrestle you, Rokus.
Okay. So do I do this?
He got a 6.
Do I do?
You're doing athletics.
Athletics? Oh, I beat the shit out of him.
Alright.
Strength?
Yeah,
athletics.
Rokus is, I think he's proficient in
That's it. Yeah, I am.
right?
Yeah. Trying to find it.
What's your number?
Hold on.
Athletics is first. It's like A. It's at the top
Oh,
of the
okay.
list.
It's +4. So that's 15.
Yeah. You beat this guy pretty bad.
Yeah.
He's surprised because you're a lot thinner looking than him. Huh.
And I slap Uthal on the back. These weaklings. These weaklings.
Alright, another guy comes over. He's got he's thinner than the first guy, but he looks like he's a laborer. He's got more muscle.
Like a blacksmith type.
Maybe, yeah. He got an 11. Yeah, 11.
Oh, I trashed this dude. I got a 19.
Oh, boom. You got him too.
Yeah.
Alright. The next Goro comes over.
Uh-oh.
He's like, alright.
Yeah.
I heard you guys over here arm wrestling, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. It's my turn. He got a 20.
Only got a 9 this time.
Alright, Goro smashes your hand in the table. He says, alright. Let's see here. Uthal, I'm sure you're gonna beat me, but let's go. Uthal says, ha ha ha. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Goro wins.
Goro takes him
Just
down.
barely, though. Yeah, Goro just barely. That's it.
So it's a big, long...
Yeah, it's a long, drawn-out match. And, you see...
Because Goro hasn't been drinking, and Utho has.
That's true. Goro has told you he doesn't drink. And, yeah. Utho's hand slams down and he says, oh, nice. Alright. Yeah, that lets me know it's time to stop drinking. If I'm getting beat by the likes of you. But, hey, congratulations. And, he gives Goro a platinum piece. He says, and Goro says, nah, I don't need that. He says, no, you deserve it. Take it. Goro says, okay, fine. I'll take it.
Okay, and I'll
to the
I'll
Bard's Tale if you've had enough to drink.
Yeah, Uthal says, "Come on, guys, let's go back to the Bard's Tale.
okay. Not
I can't be all screwed up for tomorrow."
there you go. And
He goes outside. Where Icy? Where are you? At the bushes still?
Yeah.
As a mastiff?
Yes.
All right, you see him come over and unzip his pants, and he starts pissing in the bushes there.
woohoo
Yeah.
is.
Uthal. You have to jump out of the way. Icy's like, "Oh God."
I'm gonna shake my fur.
Forepaw. Okay,
He
and
missed me
then
anyways. I was too quick.
he's like, "All right, let's get back over there."
Okay. So
So
we
they
all head back to the Bard's Tale.
Yeah, you head back to the Bard's Tale. And yeah, and you're able to get to sleep. And you guys didn't get too drunk, so you're okay.
So it's gonna be day 36.
That's right.
Late morning or early morning, and you can go back to Harbeck.
Harbeck's
Yeah.
supposed to come meet us later. We could
Okay.
go to the Emerald Cove. We haven't checked in there yet.
Okay.
Emerald
Thinking maybe
Enclave it is.
Enclave. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harbeck wakes up in the morning and eats breakfast, and then he meets with Harold.
Right. And I'm going to ask Errol, first of all, did they give us any more, do we have any more information about someone that might have recently purchased chains that we can check on?
Harold says, "I do have some information on that."
Okay.
So when I asked the worker at Dumitri's general store, originally they said they hadn't sold any chains recently, but yesterday evening, he told me he came and found me and told me that he actually found out that there was one chain was listed on the inventory, and then he checked and it wasn't there.
So he thinks it was stolen?
Yeah, it's missing.
Ah, interesting.
How long ago?
He just found out yesterday. Well, you're not there, Rokus, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know.
But yeah,
Okay.
he tells you that he just told him yesterday, so he's not sure
Okay.
when it went missing.
Has anything else in the store been missing?
He said he's gonna check the other inventory today.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. You have to go there. All right, now my next question to him is, okay, which would have the most information about vampires, the Hall of Justice or the Knowledge Place?
I would guess the. Well, I hope that the Hall of Justice would have all the information you would need on undead, but it's possible that the House of Knowledge would have something else.
Okay, so I
But
guess we'll have to go to both then.
yeah,
Okay, so let's take a carriage to the Hall of Justice then.
okay,
Okay, another game.
yeah,
Because we slept last night, we get to take a long rest and renew all of our stuff.
that's true.
Yeah, I was making that assumption.
Good idea.
Yeah, because you fought Grix and stuff yesterday. So yeah, you probably need to do your long rest.
Thank you.
Well, the clock's really loud.
Yes. Bong. Well, that was the when we were in the carriage. That was the town clock hanging as we were
Okay.
going along.
It just picked up more than usual that time. Um. Okay, so you head over to the Hall of Justice, and Harold leads you to their libraries, and you wanted to look for books on vampires.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Investigation check. Shit. 9 plus 1, 10.
All right, 10. So, um, there's not a book that just says vampires, vampires for dummies or something. So you have to look through. You end up looking through lots of books that are about histories of heroes dealing with different kinds of undead. So the books are not it's not that easy to find a specific um, creature you're looking for, basically. So with a roll of 10, you're searching through all these different books looking for stories about vampires. You find a story about a specific vampire. Um, would you like to hear the story?
Very much so.
Okay. Um, so this is some information from the monster manual. Strad von Zarovich, a brilliant thinker and capable warrior in life, Strad von Zarovich fought in countless battles for his people. When war and killing finally stripped him of his youth and strength, he settled in the remote valley of Barovia and built a castle on a towering pinnacle, from which he could survey his lands. His brother Sergei came to live with him in Castle Ravenloft, becoming Strahd's advisor and constant companion. In his brother, Strahd saw everything he had lost. Sergei was handsome and young, while Strahd had become old and scarred. Resentment colored their relationship, eventually turning into hatred. Strahd's beloved Tatiana spurned him for Sergei, whom she pledged to marry. In a desperate attempt to win Tatiana's heart, Strahd forged a pact with dark powers that made him immortal. At the wedding of Sergei and Tatiana, he confronted his brother and killed him. Tatiana fled and flung herself from Ravenloft's walls. Strahd's guards, seeing him for a monster, shot him with arrows, but he did not die. He became a vampire, the first vampire, according to many sages. In the centuries since his transformation, Strahd's lust for life and youth have only grown. He broods in his dark castle, cursing the living for stealing away what he lost, and never admitting his hand in the tragedy he created.
Okay.
So this is a ancient story of the supposed first vampire.
Okay.
Now in that it didn't give you much information on the stats, I guess you could say, the strengths and weaknesses of vampires.
Right.
Is there anything you want to look for more specifically that could help you to do another investigation?
Okay. Is there somebody there that knows about vampires?
At the Hall of Justice?
Yes.
Okay. Harold says, maybe we can talk to the head librarian, but I don't, as far as I know, there's no one who's had personal experience with vampires.
Right, but the librarian would probably.
Might know where to look.
Yeah, because I'd like to do a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm persuading him to help me find about vampires.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay. 15 plus 6, 21.
All right, so you're able to explain um your necessity of finding out more about vampires, and the librarian is uh very dedicated to helping you find some information. So they get a couple of the other workers there to help you look, and after a while you're able to find some more information. Do another investigation check.
Their investigation check.
Yeah.
15 plus 1, 16.
All right, so with the help of these other people you're able to find some more information. um so you find um you find that vampires have the ability to create vampire spawns. If the vampire gives some of their blood to one of their victims, they can actually turn them into a vampire spawn instead of just draining them of blood. And you find a part about weaknesses. Now, for your role, I'm gonna give you some of the weaknesses, but not all.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll roll a d4 to choose. Help me choose. So you, in your reading in various different books, they're all quite old. It seems that at least for 400 years, vampires haven't been encountered. You found one one book talks about the fact that vampires don't seem to be able to enter a residence without an invitation from the occupants.
Okay.
In another book, you find that a vampire can be destroyed if a piercing weapon made of wood is driven into its heart while it's in its resting place. And another book, you find it says that vampires have sunlight hypersensitivity. When they are in sunlight, they are damaged and are not able to fight at full strength. And it says also that this means only light from the sun. No other kind of light will do this.
So like radiant damage won't do it?
Yeah, it wouldn't if you did a spell that I think there's even a spell called like sunlight or something, but that will not work.
Okay.
It has to be from the sun. And that's about all for
Nothing
the
about water or
weaknesses.
nothing about water or garlic?
You don't find that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that that's not the truth, but
Right, I understand.
Harvick doesn't know. Those three is what Harvick knows.
Right.
And as for their abilities, you know that they have some shape changing abilities. They can turn into certain kinds of creatures of the night. And they have some regenerative abilities as well.
Okay,
But
so
a lot of the information is very, very old and kind of vague. So
right.
it takes you most of the morning to find all this information.
Okay. And then I'll ask Harold, does he think I'd get any more information if I went to the place of knowledge?
Um, he says he's not sure, but he could make a list of books and and cross reference and see if they have anything else.
I
He
would
can help you
appreciate
do
that.
that.
Okay, so I will trot down to the Bard's Tale then and see if my compatriots have bothered waking up yet.
All right. So you guys, let's flip over to Rokus and Icy. Um, how early did you want to try to get up? You guys didn't get really drunk, so you are able to get up early if you want.
Yeah, we'll get up early and go for breakfast.
Okay. You get breakfast. It's still early in the morning. And then
I think I'm just going to go back up to my room and relax.
What?
okay.
Don't you want to head over to the Emerald Alclay?
Enclave.
This is
Enclave.
okay, but help. I want to freshen up. Why don't you? How about if we go in about an hour or so? I need for you to go to the pawn shop
Yeah.
Okay.
without me knowing you're going there.
Okay.
It would help
Okay.
if somebody read the what we were planning on doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go upstairs and freshen up.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So Icy's taking extra time to look pretty today.
yes, because we're gonna go be seeing
And I'll slink off to the pawn shop.
All right. So you go over to the pawn shop, and you find Slick Rick over there. Oh, it's you again.
Yeah.
You back for the sword?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
I'll go get it for you.
No, I've got something I want to sell.
Oh. All right.
And I look around to take out my malachite gem and hand it to him. This was owned by the prince of somewhere or other. I stole it out from under the nose of the green dragon in Thunder Tree.
All right. He looks at it and he says, "All right, I'll give you 5 copper."
Think you'll give me more than 5 copper for it.
What? Come on. It's not that nice of a gem, is it?
It came out from the nose of a green dragon. It is a nice gem. And they're
Out of
worth
his
more than-
nose?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right, I'll give you 6
I want-
copper.
I want 2 silver for it.
2 silver.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have you Harvick, I guess Harvick told you the value of it. So
Did he?
originally on the, I don't know if he did actually.
Yeah,
No, he did that. Did Harvick, when you appraised them, you did it by yourself. So
I thought they were with me. I didn't appraise it. I didn't appraise it. It's just what I know from being a dwarf. That
no. You remember you went to the more expensive place, and then you were kind of looking over all your stuff that time. I guess
Okay,
you're
they
right.
went with-
You
okay.
didn't really appraise it exactly
I
specifically.
just had a ballpark. It's just a ballpark.
Yeah. But so I'll just say, yeah, we'll have Rokus do it himself now.
Okay.
Okay, so Rokus, do an investigation check, which I think you're
Investigation.
+0.
I got a nat 20. Of all the time to get a nat frickin' 20.
All right, so you know It's basically worth 1 gold.
Okay. Yeah. So it's worth a lot. You ain't getting it for a couple coppers. Come on.
Alright. Okay, a silver.
No. 10 silvers.
That's a gold. 10
Well,
silvers is
that's
a gold.
fine.
10
I
silvers?
know.
That's a gold piece.
Well, that's what it's worth.
Ah. Alright, so you guys, you know it's worth a gold. So, you try to persuade him. You just do a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion
I think you're not good at that
is
because
on
it's
minus
charisma.
1.
Yeah.
So I got a 9.
Alright, it's higher than his roll, so he's listening to you. So how much did you say?
10 silvers.
Eh, fine. I'll give you 10 silver pieces.
Okay. Now I can get drunk without having permission from that cheapskate Harbeck, the pure.
Harvick the Fuhrer? Who's that?
That's the cheapskate dwarf that takes all the money that our whole party risks our lives and killing orcs and owlbears and every kind of weird monster. We get rewards, and he keeps all the money.
Sounds like an asshole.
He's supposed to be a paladin, goody, but he's a pain.
Well, if you're looking for some kind of work on the side, I guess you might go to the big tap. Sometimes there's some individuals there who have jobs for people.
Okay. Who? And I tell him Slick Rick sent me.
Nah, you don't need to tell them my name, actually.
Okay.
But
Anybody
let
in
me.
particular?
He says he looks around and makes sure nobody's in the store, and says he motions for you to lean in. He says, "Yeah, look, try to find out about the Rat Pack.
Okay.
They might have a job for you.
Okay. Thanks.
But
Thanks, Rick.
don't tell anybody about us talking about this."
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for giving me a fair price on the gem.
Go screw yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I go outside. I'm gonna check and see, are there any more markings? Any thief markings around?
No, you do see the one for the fence icon, the fence
Yeah.
symbol,
Okay.
but you don't see any different ones or new ones.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to head back to the Bar's Tale?
I might go over to Coop and Droop if I can find them.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find them. They don't have any messages for you.
Okay. Then I'll head back.
Okay. Cool. So you check in with them and then head back over. And so it's still early in the morning. Didn't take too long.
Okay.
We'll say it's around, I don't know, 10:30.
Okay.
So at 10:30, Harbeck's still in the Hall of Justice reading. So you get back, and then Icy's in her room combing her hair and stuff. So anything you want to do?
Is there anybody in the bar?
Yeah, but nobody who you're familiar with, really.
Hi, ready. Let's go to the Emerald Enclave that you suggested earlier.
Okay,
Shall we take a carriage over?
sure.
Okay. And how much would that be?
That's a copper.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll pay.
that speeds things
I'll
up.
pay for the trip. Okay, I'll pay for the trip over, and you can pay for the trip back.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we get to the
Emerald Enclave.
enclave,
Yeah. You take the carriage over there, and when you get over, if you look on the map, you can see it's kind of off in a corner.
yeah,
It's surrounded by trees. It looks a bit different from the rest of the city. You can tell that
Beautiful, lush and green.
yeah, they've been taking care of the trees and stuff there, as you probably would expect for an organization of druids and rangers, that they want to take care of the natural environment. It's quite nice
It's a
over
lush
there.
parkway.
Yeah, it's very nice over there, and there's a pretty nice building too, and you're able to go inside, and you're greeted by a male half elf, and he introduces himself as Aaron Yewood.
Aaron.
And Icy can tell right away that he's a druid.
Hello, Aaron. My name is ICU, and this is my fellow adventurer, Rokus.
Hello. We've met before, you know.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm not at my best this morning. We were out drinking yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Last night.
So, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
How did the job go with Gundren? That was about over a month ago.
Very good. We've been
We've
very
had-
successful.
No
Very
troubles on the road?
successful. Lots of troubles on the road.
Oh,
We,
really?
Yeah, Gundren had been waylaid, and we found Sildar had been captured by bugbears and
Bugbears.
yeah, and goblins.
Goblins.
The goblins?
Yeah, that's right. He's just surprised.
And
that sounds like a big problem.
yeah, but we were able to overcome the bugbears and goblins, and we were able to recover the merchandise and deliver everything to that had been stolen from Phandelver. We got to Phandelver, found the place in disarray with red brands tearing the place up.
Red
So
brands.
we had to
What
fight.
are those?
Yeah. It was a gang of hoodlums.
Whoa. And you dealt with them too?
Well, and not only them, but the bad wizard that had
A wizard?
a wizard had gone there who was supposed to be keeping order, and he turned the whole place into a den of thieves.
Oh,
and
well, I'm glad you took care of that. Surely that's all.
No, that's just the beginning.
What?
There was a one-eyed monster.
We've had many adventures.
Yeah, a one-eyed monster in the basement we had to fight.
What?
We were joined by Lord Harbeck.
And his cousin Linnea. And
they're not members of the Enclave.
No.
Huh. Okay.
No.
That's interesting.
But we also went off and
And we'd had different members of the Lord's Alliances help us on different adventures as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The
we-
Lord's Alliance helped you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Well, yeah, but they would, yeah. There was a few of them that a few members that wanted to go on adventures and just get away from the everyday stuff that they do.
I see.
So,
So how long
And-
have you been here in Neverwinter?
Oh, I've been working here for years. Let me
But exactly-
send you a picture of Aaron.
so do you have any idea of what's been going on here in the city in relation to the Church of Tyr and the missing people?
Murdered people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that's been going over down in the on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
We haven't had any trouble up here though.
Did you hear about the Gricks that were living in the sewer?
No.
Okay.
What?
That was another
There were
one.
Gricks in the sewer?
Well, there were until we went down and killed them.
Wow. Yeah, I guess was that something the Neverwinter Guard were hiring for?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah. Well, the Lord's Alliance and everybody, they kind of avoid us at the Emerald Enclave.
That's too bad. So,
Well-
do you have any
Well,
other?
especially if there's Gricks, that's like probably the perfect thing for rangers and druids to go deal with.
Well, they're not clever enough to realize that.
Yeah.
So, any more jobs that you need done?
We did get a request in recently. Did you want to hear about it? Sounds like you guys been pretty busy.
We're always interested in knowing if there's work.
Okay. Let's go to my office to discuss it.
Okay.
All right. So he
I'm
locks.
here in the Emerald Enclave with you.
Yeah. So he goes and locks up the front door and takes you to his office in the back. And hold on. So he says, so we got this request in. An elf from the forest up north. His name's Norin Birchbow. He sent a request to the Emerald Enclave to investigate Torrelay Temple and rescue the villagers from within the temple if they are in distress.
And who was this?
So it's kind of a complicated situation, but there's apparently there's a small elf village up in the forest in Neverwinter Wood
Okay.
on the north side of the river. And so it sounds like they've been there for years now. But they're all like they're all druids, and they've been taking care of this temple that they found. And apparently some outsiders showed up saying that they were there to worship the older temple. So there's actually like a new temple built on top of an old temple. And
Name of the temple again?
Torrelay Temple.
Borley.
Yeah, I'll send you guys a text later.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
What was this guy's name?
Norin Birchbow.
Okay.
So basically what he told me was he thinks that this group of outsiders, these religious guys from outside. He called them cultists, and he said that they were like taking over the temple. They wouldn't let anyone in unless they pledged themselves to their group. And a few of the townsfolk went missing. Apparently were inside the temple, and they're claiming that they joined their group. But that doesn't make sense to him, he said. He thinks that they're taking them prisoner or something.
Okay. Maybe cast spells on them.
Yeah. Now they're all elves, so you can't really charm an elf. So
Okay.
that's makes it a little more mysterious. Well, actually, I'm not sure if you can't charm. I can't remember. Let me look it up. It's not easy to charm an elf, at least. Let me make sure
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I got to do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'll look this up in the meantime. Fey Ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Okay, so they still can be charmed,
Yeah.
but
it's
not easily,
easy.
and they can't be put to sleep by magic. That's like just no for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's telling you about this, and then he says, "All right, then I have my own theory."
Okay.
Oops, hold on.
Okay, sorry, I had to help me. Sorry, I had to help Mary there.
Oh, okay, it's fine. So, he says, so I have a theory that, the ATC, the Aglaron Trading Company, you know them, right?
I've heard of them.
I think that they are the ones to blame for the cultists. Because we've had a few times where the Emerald Enclave has crossed paths with them. They're often trying to like go into places where it seems like there's a concentration of magical power, and they seem to be trying to like buy up any land like that. Places with magical auras or strong life energy. They've been trying to run off people from their land a few times, but they've often done it in a secretive way, hiring bandits, or we don't really have concrete proof of this stuff.
Okay.
But that's what we think. One of the higher ups in the Emerald Enclave, Faxina Trismoira, she's been investigating the ATC, and she suspects they've been buying up land for some sinister purpose and have run many people off their land in the past. So we wanted to give a reward for this request. The person who set up the request, Norin, he didn't have any money to give for a reward.
And my map is kind of small. It's Agarland.
Sorry, what's that? Oh, Aglarond?
Yeah.
It's not on the map that you guys have.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Or you
Yes,
mean
it is.
the trading company?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the kingdom of Aglarond. That's somewhere far away.
Agarland Trading.
Yeah, the Aglarond Trading Company is kind of near Harvey's hotel, but that's
It's
just
just north of the Driftwood Tavern.
yeah, it's just one of their many branches.
Yeah.
It's probably one of their smaller ones, actually.
Northwest corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we went to that place in the city, we wouldn't find out anything about what the organization was up to.
Yeah. Do you know anything about their group?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Okay. Do you know you've been to Waterdeep before, right? So Rokus has been there, yeah.
I have.
In
Okay.
your backstory.
Okay.
So actually, when you
Yeah.
were a baby, you were found in Waterdeep. This is something the others don't know, but you know.
I don't remember much about it because I was a baby.
Yeah, I think you would have gone there previous to your D&D adventures.
Okay.
Because of picking up jobs to be as a ranger and stuff.
Okay.
So
Would
he
have been
says, so
would
do
have
you
been
know?
a place we had guided people to or from.
Yeah, yeah. But Rokus doesn't like cities particularly, so probably didn't stay in too long. He says, so recently the president of the Aglaron Trading Company, he is now the open lord of Waterdeep. And yeah, he's the leader of the Aglaron Trading Company. He's extremely wealthy, and yeah, he has the means to kind of do whatever he wants.
So he buys his way into power.
Yeah. I think it all started. I think he inherited a lot of it from his father, but one of the big things he did, or one of the things that the company's famous for is they basically took over the kingdom of Aglarond, and they fought off the Red Wizards of Thay over there in the east. And in doing so, they basically got access to all the spices and silks and gold, and all the riches of the east are under their control and brought over here to the west and sold for exorbitant profits. I've heard the king of Aglarond is basically one of his employees at this point.
Now, where is the kingdom in relation to Neverwinter?
It's very, very far to the east.
And how about Waterdeep?
That's to the south. It's pretty much the next big city you get to if you go south.
Oh, okay.
Once it becomes more relevant, I can give you guys bigger maps and stuff.
Okay.
To the Toralan temple from here.
He said it was to the north.
How far is it, you said?
Yeah, you said it wasn't that far, didn't you?
Not too far. Let me look at the map.
Is that piece of square that you can just see at the top of the map?
You're talking about the map from before, right?
Yeah. There's a square like up to just above Trader George's.
Not on that. It's not that close that it's on the city map.
Okay.
Let me see. The map that you could see the area, the general area, is the map we were using in the first adventure.
Yeah.
So on the old map there, in Neverwinter, then you can see Neverwinter Wood. And it's kind of cut off by the mountain range. So he's telling you that the the forest on the northwest side there. It's in there somewhere,
Okay.
but it's not on the map. It's a small village. It's only a few
Okay.
families living there.
We're gonna have to leave soon, Rokus, to go meet Harbeck back at the Bards Trail to get our money.
Okay.
But yeah, so right now the person who's sending the request, Norin,
Yeah.
he is staying in the Freeland district in the Scar, I believe.
Hmm.
Him and his family fled from the village to avoid getting into what he thinks is the cult there.
He and his family, huh?
Yeah, he brought his family with him.
Okay. Norin.
And yeah, he can tell you more information about it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you can deal with it for him, we'll give you a reward of 200 gold.
Okay.
And if you can find any proof that the ATC's involved, that I'll give you an additional 200 gold. For concrete proof that we can show people.
What would you consider proof?
I don't know if there's. I wouldn't expect them to have a letter or something, but if there was a signed letter, that would be proof.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you bring us back some other useful information, we can talk about other rewards.
Okay.
But the promised reward is 200 for just helping the townsfolk out there, figuring out what's going on. It's possible it could all be a misunderstanding, but things don't usually go that easily, it seems like.
Okay. And do you think there's any point in going to the trading company's establishment here in Neverwinter?
I think if they're sending orders out, it would have been from higher up. This place here is just merchandise, and they sell things from the east. It's very expensive goods and things, but I don't think anybody there is in power that they can send orders.
Very good. Anything else I see?
No, but maybe we'll come back and visit another day.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys checked in. Did you have any? Did you? I'll say this out of game. Did you just go over all your adventures with him?
Not all. Well, okay. We did, but not in game.
Okay, so you want to have said all your exploits to him?
Yeah.
So one of the things that would have got his interest was the part where you went to Thunder Tree.
Yes.
Because you found a druid there dead with a Emerald Enclave badge.
Yep.
So you would have told him that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he will ask for the badge.
Okay.
And he says, yes, Radoff, that's his name. Okay, so you give him the badge of Radoff, the druid from Thunder Tree. He says, oh, yeah, he didn't check in for quite a while. That's too bad. And
yeah,
but he must have gone senile to think dealing with a Golthius tree would be a good idea.
Well, he was trying to get the blights to fight it, I think. Oh, that was the zombies they were after.
Well, yeah, he was trying to get the blights to fight the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, but The
Yeah, he was
Aaron just
having a
says that
bad time.
sounds like a really bad idea.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I'm
he
glad
paid
you
for it.
guys found him. Did you give him a proper burial?
Yes, we did.
No, you guys totally just left him dead on the floor.
We're busy.
At least that's how I remember it. But anyway, okay, so he says, "Okay, thanks for letting me know about that. We don't have many people coming in to check in, so if you guys can do some jobs for us, that would be a big help.
Okay.
Don't have a ton of members up here."
Okay, we'll see if we can find Norin.
Yeah, and he also warns you. He says, "Don't get too buddy buddy with the Lord's Alliance."
Okay.
Like, it sounds like they were pretty honest with you. You ran into some good people there, but you know,
There was actually a bad one.
they're mostly you know, they're a lot of their interests don't align with ours. You know, they're trying to spread out civilization as much as possible, and we're trying to
Okay.
preserve the forests.
Okay.
Sounds like Phandalin is in good control now, but I'm a bit
Definitely.
worried now that the leader of the ATC is the Open Lord. He's got a lot of sway in the Lord's Alliance now. He's on their council.
Okay.
So who knows if he'll, you know, be sending orders to benefit the ATC from the Lord's Alliance.
Okay. That's good information. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know if you need any more information, and if you want to ask, go find Norin. He should be in the scar somewhere.
Okay.
It's a elf and his family. They're wood elves. Might be a bit easier to find than a random human.
Okay. We'll keep our eyes out for him.
And I'm very good at brewing beer, and I've got a kit. And I was wondering if I could set it up here and somebody could run it for me, and we can split the profit.
It's not something we usually do with the Enclave. Yeah. And it sounds like, I think if you're gonna set up shop, it would take a lot of money to get started, I would guess.
Okay. It's just what I did with my family back where I came from.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I find anybody who's interested, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. We're staying at the Bard's Tale.
Okay. Okay, so you guys say goodbye to him. Head back to the Bard's Tale.
Yep.
Do we want to go by the stables and see the axe beak?
I think it's almost getting time to meet up with Harbeck. I'm not sure of the time.
Yeah, I think it would be getting later by now.
Okay.
So you want to take the
carriage back?
Yeah.
I'm paying for the carriage back. How about Uthel's duel? Is that something that we would hear about if it was about to happen?
Well, just as you happen to mention it, let me see here.
So we're back at the Bard's Tale with Harbeck?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so you guys arrive at the Bard's Tale, and then soon after you see Harbeck getting out of his carriage. And down the road towards the gate, you see a very large crowd of people gathered.
Shall we go investigate, fellas?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
You make your way down, and in front of the main gate there's a large kind of intersection, and you see lots of people
This
have,
by the this where the high road is?
yeah, where the high road comes in. There's a open area there as you come in, near to Dumitri's general store. And you see tons of people crowded around, and you see Uthal in the middle of the road, and he's got a shield and a spear, and he's banging them together, boom, 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 and it seems that the gates are opening, and a group of people are coming in the gates. So you see a few horse-drawn wagons, covered wagons, coming in, and they're escorted by a bunch of soldiers, and they're all wearing Aglaron Trading Company uniforms, and the carriages all have the Aglaron Trading Company brand on them. And they come in the main gate, and soon okay, let's see. So where are you guys? You can kind of see this stuff through the crowd, but there's a good number of people. So where do you want to try to go? So the main gate of the city is down here, and the high road comes in,
Uthal.
and there's a little road going off to each side, and the main road going up. So in the center you can see Uthal, and there are people crowded all around the outside. Actually, I got all these magnets. Just might as well use them. These are people. And the caravans are coming in here with troops around them. And Rokas, Harvick, Icy, and Pookie Jones are walking down from the
So the caravan is moving toward Goliath, right?
right, Uthal.
Uthal the Goliath.
Yes. Okay, so do you get what's going on? They're coming
Yeah.
in the gate here.
Yeah.
Let's join the crowd at the edge.
Just come up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys squeeze through and get a place to see. And yeah, there's people standing in the back here, and some people looking out of their windows, and people climbing up on top of things to get a view. And you see Uthal, this one here, he's doing some stretches and banging his spear on his shield and making a noise. The troops look confused and a bit worried by this big crowd. But soon, from the back appears an elf. And this elf is also about 7 foot tall, 6 inches.
Elf that big?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting out, putting away my shield and my sword and taking out my longbow.
Okay. And you see, as this elf comes closer, he has he's very striking looking. He's not wearing a shirt. He's just bare chested. He's got bronze colored skin and long black hair and golden eyes. And he's extremely tall, like Uthal. You've never seen someone like this before, an elf. And he's wearing kind of a sarong around his waist. And he's got a huge, kind of curving sword at his side. And Uthal says, "Zeraphim, I challenge you to a duel. I am Uthal, Skull Crusher, Anakalathai, the Goliath warrior from the north." Hooah! And then you see Zeraphim approach. He says, "A duel? Sounds entertaining. I will take you up." And Uthal says, "Great, okay. So we have plenty of witnesses, but we need one witness to come forward to declare themselves the official witness." And it's just quiet for a moment. And then someone from the crowd comes over. Says, I'll do it. I'll be the witness." Says, "Okay. Let's make sure of the rules." And Zeraphim says, "Yes, the standard rules would be fine with me. Do you agree?" He says, "Yes. No magic. Sword combat only. You can yield to give up. If you're disarmed, you lose. And we can fight to the death otherwise. If someone is incapacitated, they're at your mercy." He says, "I agree." And the witness goes back. And he says, Uthal says, "Are you guys ready to see me become the best duelist in the lands?" And the crowd is already here, like, cheering Uthal on. Yay! But you also hear a lot of people cheering for Zeraphim. "Zeraphim is here! He's really here! Can't believe this! I never thought I would see that Zeraphim. Can't believe it." So it's a very excited crowd. The troops take the carriages off. They get the crowd to move aside, and the troops actually post up around the outside, making sure people don't come in to interrupt. You see some members of the Neverwinter Guard show up, and they're not really doing anything. They're looking pretty surprised, and kind of just watching like civilians. And so he says, okay, let us begin. And they both separate from each other. Okay, and here's where the battle begins. So I've actually rolled all the rolls for this battle ahead of time.
Yeah.
So this is actually a real combat that I rolled out. But since I rolled it ahead of time, I know what's going to happen, so I can describe it quickly and more interestingly.
Okay.
But I will also throw in some of the numbers that happened.
Okay.
So initiative, Zeraphim got first on initiative. He runs forward towards Uthal and goes to attack. He has multi-attack. He tries to attack once and misses, but his second strike is a nat 20.
Oh no.
Minus 40 hit points from Uthal.
Gee.
Uthal comes and attacks back. He tries to attack 3 times. He has 3-time multi-attack. Only one of his attacks hits. His spear. He stabs forward and gets 9 hit points off of Zeraphim. Zeraphim uses a legendary action, which goes at the end of an opponent's turn. He gets another nat 20.
Oh,
Minus 32
Dice
hit
are
points. And it does sound crazy, but that's actually how I rolled it. Minus 32 hit points to Uthal. Then it's Zeraphim's actual turn. He gets 2 attacks. Both miss. The second one, Uthal actually uses his parry ability, which raises his AC for against an attack. And he's able to parry aside Zeraphim's sword with his shield. Next, it is Uthal's turn. He attacks 3 times and only hits with his shield. He does a shield bash and rams into Zeraphim, trying to knock him prone. He takes off 9 hit points from Zeraphim, but Zeraphim is able to stay standing. Zeraphim uses his legendary action to take an attack. He gets a hit on Uthal. Minus 17 hit points to Uthal. Next is Zeraphim's turn. He swings once and misses. His second is a hit. He gets it looks like he's gonna damage Uthal, but as the sword hits Uthal, he uses his Goliath racial ability of stone endurance, and he's able to shrug off all 14 HP of damage and takes 0 damage. Then Uthal's turn. He strikes 3 times and misses all 3. Zeraphim takes a legendary action and also misses. It's Zeraphim's turn. He strikes twice, slashing above his head and by his side. Uthal dodges out of the way and he misses. It's Uthal's turn. Uthal tries to attack 3 times. Only his spear attack hits. He hits Zeraphim for 10 hit points. Next, Zeraphim uses his legendary action but misses. It is now Zeraphim's turn. He leans down, holding his sword backwards behind him with both hands, and at such speed that you can't even see him, he flashes forward past Uthal. And then he sheathes his sword and starts walking up the road towards you guys. And Uthal starts to shout, "Where are you going?" And Zeraphim says, "You're already dead." And you see Uthal's body split in half, and his upper torso slides off of his legs and falls down in a pile of blood that sprays out of his body on the ground. And he walks right up to you guys and says, "Excuse me." Do you guys move aside?
Yeah.
So you guys move aside, and he continues walking up the road. The Neverwinter guard rush in and start cleaning up, pulling the body off to the side. And then the Aglaron Trading Company gets their caravan, starts going up the road. And what do you guys do after seeing that?
I think we're gonna go and we're gonna go to the Bard's Tale, and then we're gonna go up to my room so we can tell Harbeck what we learned in the Emerald Enclave about the Aglaron Trading Company.
Okay. So you leave this giant crowd of shocked people who have gone silent, and you go back up towards there as the Aglaron Trading Company walks out of sight. And yes, you get back to the Bard's Tale and go up to your room.
All right. I'm gonna, as we're going up, I'm gonna ask.
I forgot
Spooky
to say one thing. That last attack,
Mm-hmm.
that was the third nat 20.
Good grief.
Yeah, I rolled 3 nat 20s for Zeraphim.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uthal had some shit rolls.
Through a nat 20.
Yeah, I can't believe it was 3 nat 20s.
Gotta inspect that dice. I'm gonna tell Pookie Jones to follow the caravan and
Okay.
give me as much information about where it goes and what they take out or put into the caravan that he can.
Okay. I think he can do that as long as you're within like a mile, so that'll be fine.
Right.
Okay, cool. He's following him. Good thinking, smart, interesting idea. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys go up to the room, and I see you were starting to say something, right?
Harbeck, me and Rokas went over to the Emerald Enclave this morning, and we were talking with a fellow there by the name of Aaron, and they have a request that they want us to find out. They think that the Agrilon, I can't even say it, Agrilon Trading Company has been attacking a place just to the north at a city where the Toralan Temple is, and
Okay, it's just actually like a tiny village.
okay, well
I'll post
you tell
up
them
the
the
stuff
backstory.
later.
Okay. And they've offered 200 gold coins for helping the town, and for 200 gold pieces for proof that the Agrilon guard are involved. Did I say that correctly? I don't
Pretty
think so.
much. Let me review this here.
They pretty much told me what I was listening to anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not sure we need to go through all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. So I'm gonna placed the quest, basically. I'm gonna delete some stuff that you don't know yet.
Okay.
Okay, so Icy and Rokus relay what they've learned of this quest. That basically there's some trouble going on at this little village of Torley, and that a male elf Norin Birchbow is the one who posted the request. That he didn't really have any money to spare for a reward, but the Emerald Enclave is willing to post a reward themselves.
Okay. Now, let's see.
Shall we go downstairs and have lunch now?
Yeah, all that blood and guts made me hungry.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay,
Since
you go
we don't have any
downstairs
money.
and there's like nobody in there because everybody's still outside. You see the barmaid Yuna, she's like out on the porch, like looking down the road. And then she comes back in when you guys come down. She says, "Did you guys see what happened?"
Yeah.
I'm on duty, so I didn't see. I was looking out the window.
Here last night, Utho,
Uthal?
he challenged the Zephyrin to a duel and was massacred.
Massacred?
By
Yeah.
the Zephyrin cut him in half.
Oh. Zeraphim cut him in half. Wow.
It was pretty
Uthal
gruesome.
wasn't a wimpy guy.
No,
No.
he sure wasn't.
Nope, he was not a wimp. He took enough damage to have knocked me out long before he fell.
He got to party before he died.
I saw I guess that was Zeraphim, right? He was like really, really tall elf.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never seen someone like that before.
We have either.
I've heard of him though. Our bard sings about him all the time.
Yeah.
They've met.
Yeah, but your bard said that he just got it secondhand, that he had never actually met him.
I think it's a popular ballad. I mean, he's famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I see why. He's into nat 20s.
Is Zeraphim his name or is that his class?
No, that's his name.
So do you guys want to do that quest?
I think we can do the quest, but it's getting near time for the to be look
The
out
murder?
for
For a possible
another murder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe after the murder we can go full with that.
Hopefully the guy will be trying to murder you and we'll be able to handle it.
That would be the idea.
Okay, so what I would suggest then is that I want to do a real quick check at the Demetrius's place, which is right by here, and then let's try to find that elf and get some more information.
Okay.
Norin Birch, and then by that time, and you can go to the the big tap and start bragging about what a horrible thief, or not horrible, but you know what a good thief you are, horrible person you are. Because it seems like when people are doing something really nasty is when they get whacked.
Yeah.
You know, they're either talked about becoming a prostitute or becoming a thief or something like that. You
Yeah.
can make yourself sound as badass as you can. So whoever it is doing this, I'm wondering if we don't have a rogue tire person who's taking the law into his own hands. Which is
Don't
why I'm a little
know.
suspicious. If you see that Carl guy, I'd try to see, coming up to him too. Would be my suggestion. Anyway, do what you think is the right thing to do to try to convince the.
Well, the guy at the pawn shop suggested I could get work there at the big cat.
Right. Yeah. Getting work there might also increase the chances of this guy's picking you as the next one to go. That's not a bad idea either. And then I'll have Cookie can hang around with you, so he can tell you, he can tell me what's going on, and then I will stay close enough that if something happens, I'll try to stay back far enough nobody knows where I am. Nobody. I'm not right
Yeah.
there. As
Yeah.
soon as Pookie says we need help, I can run in.
And
And then Icy. I don't know. What do you want to do, Icy? How do you want to be with him or turn into something?
Icy can accompany me as a mastiff.
Want to do that, Icy?
Sure. Yeah, so
Pook-
that both me and Pookie will be there if need be, like right away until Pookie can summon you. And you could even be at the what's that place? The where the just let me look. I'm trying to
The
remember.
Temple of Tyr.
The Shrine of Tyre. The
Yeah,
Shrine of Tyre.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
could
was
be there
thinking,
having
yeah.
a cup of tea or something, visiting with them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So it's about time to stop. I'll let you know Pookie Jones followed the caravan up to the Agleron Trading Company, and they actually have very large shipment area that they actually bring the carriages inside of the building.
Okay.
And as Pookie approaches, they kind of try to scare him off. He relays back to you, Harvick. He says, I'm just gonna let them go in. Is that okay?"
Yep.
Okay. I'll come back then,
Right.
Harvick.
You never got a chance to see anything about what's in them or anything like that.
No.
Okay, you did your best.
Yeah, he didn't smell anything. I guess he probably smelled the only things he'd recognize would be some like herbs and spices and things like that.
Okay.
But he didn't recognize any other useful
Okay.
smells.
So there's probably nothing alive in the in those caravans then.
Yeah, he didn't notice anything like that.
Okay.
Ian,
Yeah.
could you send me a copy of my backstory? I misplaced it.
Okay, yeah, I have it.
Can we have each other's backstory, or is that not okay?
It should be. I mean,
it's okay, but then you have to pretend you don't know it.
Why not? Why wouldn't we be telling each other about it?
Well, you haven't done that.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted me to send it to each other, you guys could do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to have your guys do that now? You're in the room talking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we should know. We should know each other's backstories if we're going to be partners.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll send you. What I'll do is I'll send each of you your backstory, and if you want to edit out anything you don't want anyone to know, you can take that out and then forward it, or copy and paste it and send it to everybody.
Each
Okay.
other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already got mine. I can do that already.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I can't, for some reason I can't find my backstory. I don't know what I did with it.
Okay, I'll email it to you.
I'll send mine to the other two then.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, so as we leave off, the party starts talking about their past, because we'll say Rokus is mentioning about uh, how he told the leader at the Emerald Enclave about their exploits. And as you guys reminisce about your past adventures, you guys get into your own personal backstories. And
Okay.
I'll send it. You guys can send it to each other, but I think for the listeners, it would be good if you guys also read it out or shared some little bits of
Okay.
it next episode.
Okay.
Alright.
That's how we'll start off.
Okay?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
Thanks.
again, Ian. That was fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed me fighting against myself.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'm playing with yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if we were supposed to come and help out.
You could
That's
have.
why I got.
It was
That's
like-
why I got my bow out in case there was treachery.
Yeah, you could have done something if you wanted to, but as things went, it was all by the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll stop the recording. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Okay. See ya.
Thank you. Say hi
Bye.
to Jen.
Okay, bye bye.